Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. It's the holidays and we want to make sure that you eat smarter during the holidays, or healthy holiday eating. Joining us in the studio is Jan Dougan. Jan is the Extension Educator for DuBois County, and she is also runs the office at the DuBois County Extension Office.
Yes, you can say that, Bill.
Lucky you. This is a time of year when people are getting together, maybe going out more, but probably a lot of family get-togethers. And at the holidays, we tend to worry about how we eat because the new year is going to be starting. So sometimes we go, well, I got to start cutting back. Or maybe we gorge ourselves now because we know in January we're going to cut back. Let's talk about healthy holiday eating.
Sure, and I want to share with our viewers some simple things that you can do during the holidays. I mean, you know, holidays are a special time, and I'm sure at your home, I know at my home, we have special treats that we like to have during the holidays or special dishes that we prepare. And I think it's important to maintain those traditions and to serve those and to share those with family. And, you know, we might want to just eat a little less. That's one way we can eat healthier during the holidays, by watching our portions and really eating more mindfully and really enjoying the foods that we're eating. But when it comes to fats, there's a number of things that we can do to lower the fats in some of the foods that we're serving at the holidays. For example, maybe there's a nut bread that you enjoy preparing for your family, a special recipe that you use. You could cut the fat in half by using half of the fat that the recipe calls for, and then substituting the other half using applesauce or maybe a mashed banana. And you're going to get a really nice banana bread, or you're going to get a really nice nut bread that you really enjoy, but you've cut the fat in half by doing that.
Now, when you say cut the fat in half, what would be considered the fat?
So
Butter?
maybe it calls for shortening, maybe it calls for liquid vegetable oil, maybe it calls for butter or margarine. So you could use half the amount that the recipe calls for, and then substitute applesauce is my go-to. Unsweetened applesauce is my go-to substitute, and I use that in the recipe. Then I'm cutting the fat, but I'm getting a really nice product, and it's a healthier option.
Oh, it probably tastes better too.
Well, I think sometimes that the breads are a little more moist, and that's what I like in a nut bread or a quick bread. So, you know, that's just one tip that you can do to cut the fat. You know, in a lot of recipes that we use during the holidays, mayonnaise is a base. One of our favorites is to do chicken salad and add craisins to it for that holiday look with some celery. And instead of using all mayonnaise in my chicken salad, I'll use half mayonnaise and half Greek yogurt. So you still get that creamy chicken salad, but again, you've cut the fat by doing that, and you get a wonderful product that family will enjoy. And there'll be a lot of family members that really won't realize that you've done anything different to your chicken salad.
Doesn't yogurt have fat in it, or do I not? I don't know.
Well, it does, but it does have fat in it, but it's not near as high in fat as like the mayonnaise, or some folks prefer using salad dressing versus mayonnaise. Either one of those, you could substitute half and then half the Greek yogurt. You could use any kind of yogurt. I just prefer Greek yogurt because I like that taste, I like that consistency, I like the flavor that it gives the chicken salad. But you could do that with others. Like if you make a ham salad, or if you make a vegetable salad or a fruit salad and you use mayonnaise in that, you could follow that tip and you could reduce the fat.
And I would assume it's a plain yogurt.
Yeah, I use a plain. I don't use the vanilla or any flavoring like that. Just the simple plain Greek yogurt as my substitute in that.
Okay, what a great idea,
Yeah.
or what great ideas, I should say.
You know, another way that you can cut fat is we all like to have gravy at the holidays, right? So it's really important to skim the fat off the top of the gravy, or use a gravy separator so that the fat comes to the top, and then you can make of your broth or whatever you're using. Then you can use that liquid to make your gravy, and you've reduced the fat content, and you're still going to have a great flavor, because you've got the flavor from the broth of the meat that you've prepared or roasted, whatever you've done with it, whether it's turkey or ham or maybe it's roast beef that you do, and then you can make the gravy that way, and that's one way you can cut the fat with your gravy. So some really simple things you can do in the kitchen to have a healthier holiday.
Well, and a lot of these are tips that you can use then throughout the year.
Sure, you can do these kinds of things throughout the year. It's not huge changes, but you know what we found is every little change can add up. So if you can cut 100 calories here or 100 calories there, you know, that's a healthier way of eating and consuming less calories.
And I guess one of the biggest things might be what we've talked about before, mindful eating.
Yes, yes. And I think during the holidays, it's really important to think about that. You know, we can find ourselves really busy running errands, shopping, getting gifts, going to parties, and we're grabbing food here and we're grabbing food there, and we're not really paying attention while we're eating, and you know, those calories that we grab here and there can really add up, and you know, we really need to be mindful about when we're eating and really enjoy the food that we're eating, taking smaller bites while we're eating. Just really, you know, if we want to have that piece of chocolate, go ahead and have it, but savor it while you have it, because you'll be much more satisfied if you do that than if you just, you know, eat a handful and keep on running.
Well, it's tough when you go to a holiday party and there's this, you know, buffet of many different little finger foods, but then in a way, I like that because I'm forced to eat vegetables. Because there's always a vegetable tray, and that's always good to put on your plate.
Oh, right. And you know, that's a great idea to start there. Start with the vegetables, load your plate up with those vegetables, and really enjoy those. Eating more slowly, you're going to feel fuller more quickly, and you're going to eat less of some of the other things. But you know, don't not enjoy those other foods that you like. Just eat them in moderation. And if you're at a buffet, go ahead and fill your plate and take it away from the buffet and enjoy those foods, but really get actively involved in the conversation and the gathering that you're at, and talking with other people and catching up with other people and listening to what they're sharing with you, and don't focus so much on the food.
And sometimes that's what we do. The
Yes.
holidays is about the food, and it's not.
That is true. We do tend to focus on the food, don't we?
Are there other substitutes, other ideas?
Well, there are other things that you can do. You know, we talked about cutting sodium in past shows, and so, you know, don't forget during the holiday season that if you're going to open a can of vegetables or something, you want to drain them and you want to rinse them before you use them. And whether you're throwing together a soup for after Christmas caroling, or, you know, for a quick lunch or quick meal for your family that's in, that will help reduce the sodium. We want to think about increasing our fiber, you know, don't forget about that. We want to do that, so you want to try to use those whole grains when you can. If you're making a pasta or something, you want to try using that whole grain pasta. You know, these are just a few of the easy things that you can do during the holiday season and still really enjoy your family favorites, but make a few minor substitutions to have healthier holidays.
Yeah, I like the idea of putting applesauce in for half the butter, and I like the idea of using Greek yogurt instead of a full serving of mayonnaise to make. That's great ideas. Jan, thank you very much for coming in.
Well, we hope you have a happy holiday, and we hope all our viewers enjoy a happy, healthy holiday.
All right, and the new year is going to be starting soon, so make sure you use these ideas to make your healthy eating go into the new year. Jan, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you for watching WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people.